Homesteading, socialism, a life of freedom, does that even go together? In this video I want to share some thoughts about this. So when I was first, trying to find a name for this channel, and I came up with the name Swedish Homestead, I was thinking, wow, do people actually connect Sweden and homesteading? Do they actually think Sweden, that is probably known for being the most socialistic country in the world, do they actually think, does this even work together? And I was thinking, actually, people might find this title so interesting that they will click on the channel just for that reason. But I would like to share a few thoughts, about freedom, about wanting to live a life like that, government regulations. And I believe anywhere in the world today you have regulations, and you can't just do whatever you want to do. That's just a fact. And the other thing is that I believe people, because of culture and personal opinion, consider freedom being different things. So it's really important for us to understand that there are God-given freedoms, I believe, that, every human person should have that right. And then there are freedoms that are cultural, and I don't think we can fight for them and stand up for them in the same strong way we can for the fundamental freedoms, how I would like to call them. But anyhow, is it possible for us to homestead here in Sweden, to live a life of freedom? Yes, there are lots of government regulations, but my experience with Germany, my experience with the United States even, is that there are just as many government regulations there. You might not call them socialism, but they're there. Just having watched a lot of interviews with Joel Salatin, America's most well-known farmer, having read his book, Folks, This Ain't Normal, and he has also written a book called Everything I Want to Do Is Illegal. It just has given me an idea of all the government regulations that he's fighting against, and how the government has tried to shut him down as he wants to simply sell healthy, locally grown food to directly to customers. And we are attempting that here as well. We're not just homesteaders, we're also farmers, and we want to slaughter poultry and sell it. We're selling eggs and vegetables, and we want to increase this. And there are government regulations we have to work with, but guys, by no means are they more than government regulations, for example, in the States. Can we have guns in Sweden? Yes, we can. You take a hunting license, you go to the police, they do a background checkup, and with my dad, for example, when he took his license, before he could buy his guns, the police here in Sweden actually looked into his record down in Germany, because he had lived there a big part of his life. And yeah, now he can buy guns. He has guns. You can buy 6 rifles. Do we need more? No, not really. Can we go bow hunting? No, it's illegal in Sweden to go bow hunting. If that keeps you from wanting to live at a place, I guess you shouldn't live here. I personally wouldn't mind bow hunting. Anyways, I don't want to get into too much of discussions, but you see, we use our rifles for hunting, hunting deer, rabbits, kill foxes and badgers that are not good for our animals. Moose hunting, we use them to slaughter cows and sheep, and it works great for us. Another thing is homeschooling, for example. It's not legal in Sweden anymore. It used to be legal till 2006. Homeschooling is legal in Norway, for example, still, but not in Sweden. Would I like to homeschool? Yes, maybe. I don't even have to think about it too much, because it's not legal. Our kids go to school. We actually have a great school. We're very happy to have a good school. But I don't look at as the school as, oh wow, they're going to ruin my kids. When our kids come home, we still want to give it all we have and put everything we have into them and raise them here at home. So in a sense, I still feel like we're homeschooling. in all the breaks and stuff. They can be part of everything we do here when they come home, and they can learn and work here. So that's a wonderful thing. I don't believe, oh, you know, we just give the government is raising my children. You know, what we can give as a family needs to happen at the home, with the family anyways. You know, there's another law here in Sweden where you just think, you know, socialism, government control, and there are laws, you know, the government has made laws. We have the world's highest taxes, but when it comes down to it, you know, you can live a life of freedom with it. There's one law called the Allemansrätten, which is a law that basically allows anybody to walk on your property and actually to even stay a night on your property with, for example, a tent for one day, and then you can move it a few meters and stay another night, and so on. Anybody can pick mushrooms on our property. Anybody can pick berries on our property. They can even pick up dead wood from off the ground. They cannot take down trees. They cannot destroy any of the value. And am I okay with that law? Yeah, no problem. And actually it works well here in Sweden. I've actually never heard of damage that was made. The people have to stay 80 yards from a private home. They have to stay away from that, so there's still some privacy. And you see, I believe this is my property, I need to defend it, nobody's allowed to be on it. That is a historically abnormal thinking. Charles Salatin, again, he describes this in his book, Folks, This Ain't Normal, and you know, I'm okay with it. You know, there are other regulations that bother me a little more sometimes, but they also have their positive sides. For example, you're not allowed to build a new house anywhere close to shore, to a lake here in Sweden. You need to be at least 200 yards away from the lake. Does that bother me? Yes, I believe it would boost tourism, and I would really enjoy a sauna or a cabin close to our lake, but we can't do it. But at the same time, it's great because, you know, not all the rich people built their homes all around the lakes and nobody can go to the water anymore. There's a lot of nature and for everybody to enjoy, which I think is a good thing. I would lighten up the law a little bit, make it a little looser, so there would be some exceptions on that. But you know, overall, yes, you can live a life of freedom here. Yes, you can homestead in Sweden. There are regulations everywhere in the world. You just need to be okay with it, and see what works for you. And for us, this works. Personally, I think my conclusion is I would like a blend of different cultures, and that's what I would consider freedom. But that's very unrealistic. You have to choose a culture and be okay with it, and yeah, this works well for us. I believe this could cause some discussion on our YouTube channel. So feel free to comment on the video, below the video in the comment section, and I don't want to offend anybody here. I'm just sharing from our experience and what we feel, how this is going. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helps you to understand a little bit where we are at and how we think about all of this. So bye bye.